videos are not easy to do, and I rarely do them. This is actually probably the first time that I've done a video with this many fragrances. After my last video critiquing the 17 best men's fragrances that they will absolutely love that brides.com did, I figured if I were gonna recommend some sexy niche fragrances, which 20 will I choose? So I have 20 fragrances here that were impossible to pick. But I had to think from an overall vast perspective, from niche people to people entering this space for the first time. Will they like these fragrances and would they consider them sexy? I think all of these are sexy and have a nice unique quality about them. So let's roll my motherfucking music, because this shit is gonna empty your pockets, because daddy's got the 20 sexy niche fragrances you need to buy.
I'm kind of a big
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This is your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. So the way that I try to comprise this list is picking only one from each house that I thought super difficult. I really tried to think of everybody, not just the people in FragCom, but people that have no idea what the hell FragCom means. People that are checking this video out for the first time. Really trying to put people on to this niche bubble. They're like, niche what? Why would you ever spend this? This makes no sense. Who's that? To the person like, oh, this is kind of like whatever, or this is fly, I agree, etc, etc. So I'm gonna start off light. I'm gonna start off simple. This fragrance has that Aventus DNA that's mass appealing. Everybody knows it works. You can't deny it. Only this will save you a substantial amount of money, still has the performance factor, still has that similar DNA. But personally, I feel this one is a tad bit sexier, especially for the price, and that's Mancera Cedra Bois. Bright, citrusy, that amazing blast of bergamot. There's hits of vanilla in here. You got that pineapple-ish kind of flow, really in the bubble of Aventus, only with sometimes, now based on today's batches, way better performance, longevity, and quarter of the price of that, some shit, depending where you shop it around. Mancera Cedra Bois, absolutely beautiful, amazing performance, great price, and a stellar banger. Next one. Take a guess which one the next one is, my people. Yeah, you're right. Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. There's no way this was not going to be on this list. There's a reason why Bergdorf and Neiman and all these other people can't keep it in stock. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. I love this fragrance. This is one of my signature pieces, if any. Like, Yves Saint Laurent knows that this is my signature piece. Like, let's keep it real. This is absolutely phenomenal. This is just pure sex in a bottle. If you don't have it in your collection, it's because it's difficult for you to obtain. But if you've never heard of it, welcome to the Thunderdome, baby. Sex appeal in a bottle is right here. Next one. When we talking about leather, I don't want to have a conversation with you if Memo African leather is not in the conversation. We are not talking. If we're talking about sexy leathers and you do not include Memo African leather, I don't know you. Consider me Men in Black when he hit you with the little thing. I just forgot your name, fam. You're not important. You're not relevant. The leather in here is so gorgeous. I just straight up feel like, yeah. Sweet, leathery, mesmerizing, hypnotic, gorgeous. It's art. Fucking Basquiat in a bottle. Next one. Next fragrance on this list is the King of Darkness, and that's Kilian's Black Phantom. Have you ever randomly sat on a beanbag chair watching TV while drinking a cognac, eating bonbons? Black Phantom is it. It's boozy, it's chocolatey, but it's dark, semi-sweet cacao kind of chocolate. It has this warm spiciness, this cuddly, sexy, cold weather vibe that's just amazing off the skin. This is one of these dark, seductive fragrances with a boozy nuance that you need in your repertoire if you want to smell sexy. If you don't, I get it. You suck. Next one. This next fragrance was recommended to me tons and tons of time, and guess what? I didn't listen until I finally pulled the trigger and picked up a bottle and never looked back. Xerjoff Naxos. This molassesy, sweet, ambery, gorgeous, sexy date night fragrance is remarkable. I just need to snort this for a minute because this creamy vanillic honey-based fragrance with this tonka fleck of life, giving you this lavender brightness as well, but still keeping that thick honey, supple, just sex machine. This is just wild sex in a bottle. Amazing. Love it. Get it. Next one. Spoiler alert. There's a popular, and I mean uber popular fragrance that isn't on this list that might surprise some people, and that's MFK Baccarat Rouge 540. Why? Because I get all the elements of Baccarat Rouge 540 that I want in this less expensive bottle with more density, more thickness, more muskiness, more masculinity, even though it's a unisex fragrance, and that's Spirito Fiorentino by Tiziana Terenzi. Not to mention the bottle is absolutely gorgeous. This cap alone weighs about 250 pounds. True story. If you're looking for a more vibrant, deeper, luscious Baccarat Rouge 540 Spirito Fiorentino is it. It's a little bit cheaper if you shop it around in the gray market. Beautiful presentation and absolutely great at performance off of your skin. Stand out from the rest. You can still have something that reminds you like something else, but only the ones who know that you smell sexy. Next one. This is not cheap and maybe not the best from this house, but I have to rate fragrances that I have in my collection. And based on this house, this one has the most mass appeal, smells phenomenally sexy. It's more of an entry space because this house produces some strong ouds and sometimes extra complex fragrances with some density. This one is more of their mass appeal lineup that is just like, hey, just drop your drawers right now. Fragrance du Bois London Oud. Sweet, sexy lavender, slightly spicy, little peppery, beautifully mass appealing, absolutely sexy. Exclusivity, regal, status, sex appeal. Yeah, it's all here. Next one. You want to stay in the hype train, but separate yourself from the rest. You're not going to do the Aventuses, but you still want a freshy, vibrant. Nah, I don't want Cedra Bois. I got that. I need something a little bit more pow. Pow is here. This is Elysium by Roja Parfums. Just the hype that you're looking for. Coyote Ugly in a bottle. This is for dudes who like to stand up on bars. This is for the guy that says, how you down? And starts rapping and spitting the game. Only he can back it up because his wallet don't play. Dude is probably doing some PPP loan scamming. He's done a little stock frauds. You know, whatever it is. I don't judge you, but you're gonna smell fantastic. You're driving a luxurious sports car and you're just oozing sexuality. You might pay for puss, but it's okay because you smell amazing. This absolutely sexy, mass appeal as fuck. Trust me, get it. Next one. The king of tweed coats itself, Creed's Royal Oud. This is grown man sexy. This is peppery tweed coat sexy. This is a motherfucker who rocks an ascot just because it's a Tuesday. Dude is walking around with a fedora like shit is sweet. Yeah, this whole outfit is bespoke. You're welcome, America. Yes, that's a monogram shirt. Is there a problem? Hi. My name is You Don't Know Me. Your tax returns indicate that we cannot have this conversation because I am too sexy for words. This is a dude who wakes up super handsome, gorgerific, a sex beast, beats women off with a stick because they just want to hump them. Probably has an OnlyFans, and dudes with OnlyFans usually don't succeed unless they have, big wallets. This is beautifully sexy, very spicy, very wintry, but absolutely crazy. Next one. Let's talk a little that packs a punch. Boozy, but amazingly sexy. Wifey loves this and she does not like many fragrances. So if my wife likes a fragrance, you just need to buy it automatically because she's the biggest hater in the game. This is the house of Nasamatos Bara Onda. This little bottle is not cheap, but 2 sprays goes a long way. Unless you're a person who likes to spray it 40 times, that's perfectly fine. That's all up to you. Gonna kill somebody. It's just what it is. This is like mobster chic. This is a dude who walks around in a silk robe, drinking, smoking out of a pipe. Former Hugh Hef style. Beautiful, beautiful, booze, small, packs a punch, just stellar. Next one. I've talked about this fragrance ad nauseum. Everybody who's purchased it seems to like it, and maybe I'm doing something right because Marc Antoine Ganymede is just the P's knees. Richard Gere in a bottle, people. I tell you all the time, pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to eat, pretty woman. This is Gentleman Refinement CEO, hedge fund manager, the boss of all boss, the capi di tutti capi. Okay, don't think about it. Shop it, wear it, and thank me later. Next one. We need summertime vibes. You need a little bit of freshness. We got a lot of darkness going on in this list. So why not add a little purple label by Ralph Lauren in here? Some people compare it to Bleecker Street. I get the similarities, only this is the mature version. It's not 18 to party, 21 to drink. This is 25 and over. This is classy. This is sexy. This is summertime vibes. This is the Hampton. This is where my second and third home reside. Berries, blackcurrant, bright, citrusy, tart, musky, sexy. What Ralph Lauren does, and he does well. This was a bottle that was discontinued, then brought back into production, then discontinued and brought back into production. Not massively expensive, but massively sexy. Love this joint. Will forever be in my collection. That's how good it is. Next one. I'm sorry I even put this on this list because not only is it discontinued, it's damn near impossible to find. I had to put it on the list though, because this is a fragrance that I never thought it would get me the amount of compliments that it has in the times that I've worn this. I strictly wear this in the fall, and it's kind of like I want to show my ass when I wear this fragrance, and I 5,000% sure nobody is going to smell like me. And this is Aurisha's Persepolis. Apparently it goes by another name now. People have mentioned in the comments, and I'm sure you can go through my comments and somebody's gonna point it out. I will get the other bottle to see if it compares, but this is the most smoky, incensey, ambery fragrance. One of the most jaw-dropping, drooling, dense, thick fragrances that I own in my collection. This was love at first sniff. I was confused, shocked, bewildered, like, why do I like this? What about this really just makes my brain receptors fire on all cylinders? Something about this just drives people crazy. And these are people that don't normally give me compliments. You know what I'm saying? That just don't look my way. It's like, that's an arrogant piece of shit. And they're accurate, but they compliment the boy. This is crazy. I don't know why they took it off the shelves or repackaged it. And if they did repackage it, I hope you repackage it well, because this is absolutely gorgeous for the fall and winter. Next one. We gotta put a little Privé designer up in here, and this is one of my favorites from this house, and it's just a sex sweet bomb of ripe plumminess, and that's Tom Ford's Plum Japonese. Ripe, juicy, drooling plum, brightness, dense, vanillic, sweet, slight peppery nuance, but overall it's just a wet, salivating plum fragrance. You've never smelled plum fragrance? Trust me, it's something that you've never encountered before, and it's something that I feel Plum Japanese did masterfully. This is one of these fragrances that you absolutely have to try before you blind buy. Just try it if you can find it. And once you try it, you'll never turn back. Next one. This is another one of those fragrances that's gotten me an abundance of compliments, and I'm not one who seeks compliments. I don't need it. I know I'm a gorgeous sex monster freak that's walking through the street. I understand. I get it.
Fucking liar!
Sarcasm. This fragrance is absolutely not sarcastic. It's absolutely gorgeous, and that's Parfums de Marly Layton. You know those fragrances that you spray on that live in the fibers of your sweater? That you don't want anybody to dry clean this shit just so that smell can stay just sunk, just living in the fibers of that sweater? This is one of those fragrances. I have no issues with this living in every fiber of every sweater or coat that I wear. This is nothing but oozing sex appeal in a bottle. For me, it's one of the best creations that Parfums de Marly has dropped, and a million people are gonna agree with me. Life is so complicated in the way that it is. There's sometimes that you're looking for something with some certainty, some absolution. This is absolutely, certainly a sex magnet. Get it. Next one. Dudes ain't usually checking for that rose oud combination when they first step into the game. Maybe they just don't know what they like, so they need to be nudged into the direction of something like MFK's Oud Satin Mood. This is not a difficult fragrance to understand because it's pretty linear. It's amazing oud, couple different types of rose, some vanillic nuances, and a little bit of a floral. Why is a dude gonna wear this? Because the shit that this does on your skin is damn near cocaine addicting. In the cold weather, this is absolutely incredible. The wind picks this fragrance up and just slaps people across the face. If you don't think about dudes wearing a rose fragrance and it being sexy or attractive, you've never smelled this. And if you haven't smelled this, I'm sorry you've been deprived your whole life. Welcome. Cross over to the dark side and let Uncle Cuba walk you through the gates of hell. Next one. Para todos mis Latinos that be living in the coffee vibes in the morning, there's some people who cannot breathe without a little bustelo or pilon in their life. Why not try a little Montal Intense Cafe? This is wildly beautiful. Intense Cafe is that. It is a creamy, cacao-ish, coffee-based fragrance with, I feel, a little bit of a fleck of alcohol and some beautiful florals, but it's just rich, fire, sexy, powerful, delicious. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm the fakest Latino that there is. Whenever I drink caffeine, I just get the OD jitters, and for that, I might as well just, take my allergy medicine. Intense Cafe is straight flames. If you're looking for something to give you a little hitch in your giddy up in the morning and give her a little hitch in the giddy up in the morning, Intense Cafe it is. Next one. Coming down to the wire, folks. This one. Tobacco. Woody. Middle Eastern spices. Bunny nose. You know what the bunny nose is? When she goes sniffing on your neck. Bunny nose. Initial side effect. Yeah. Allow. You're welcome. Next one. Black currant, ginger, vanilla, pepper. Amazing. My favorite from this house. Not only my favorite from this house, this is one of my favorite perfumers. This lady knows how to make a fucking fragrance that just drops drawers. Male, female alike, doesn't matter. All drawers are falling. We're living in hedonism, for God's sakes. Everybody's going balls and tits out. Because this is the type of fragrance this is. This is Nishane Zani. If I can eat a fragrance, I would eat this. It's so well balanced. It's so beautiful. It's so elegant. It's so, I want to look at myself in the mirror and touch myself inappropriately while looking at myself and complimenting myself. It's a little narcissistic and weird, but don't judge me. Please don't deprive yourself of trying this fragrance. It's crazy. I've given you 20 fragrances that are absolutely outstanding. Sexy as shit. Not getting complicated with no breakdowns, not going too wild. This is just freestyling, putting you on to fragrances that are just sexy. They just work. You don't have to think too much, okay? You can literally blind pick, scrolling through this video and pick one of them, and you're gonna say, thanks, Cuba. You put me on to the fire. I don't do these 20 lists. The attention span of people nowadays is about 2.5 seconds. You got shit to do. You got a TikTok, you got a Instagram, you got a Facebook, you got a OnlyFans it. Send me your shit. These are some of the flyest fragrances in the game, and I'm just scratching the taint surface. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. Which one of these is in your list already, or do you own them all because you're just a G? I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know what is biggest in the game. Damn, yo, these shrooms is smelling like Sephora on steroids. Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey. For all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.